And I was there, man.
I was there.
And I was there.
I was there, man.
But baby, I was there, man.
In episode 36, Play It Again, Man, is brought to you by Solirik. Details at the end of the show.
Which sort of segues into our next story, which is about the Paradise Riders Christmas parties in 2000. And you realize that this was a separate world. I mean, I was playing in my friend Jerome Godboo's band at the time, and he had asked us a few weeks before, I've got us a booking at the Comfort Zone, which was a notorious venue at the time. It was under the Waverly Hotel, under the Silver Dollar Room, which was a sort of fabled blues venue in Toronto.
Well,
but Jerome had asked us a few weeks before. He said,
yes,
yeah, exactly.
Fantastic.
It's one of these Toronto history things. And he had asked us a few weeks before. He said, I've got us a gig at the Paradise Riders Christmas party at the Comfort Zone. Does anybody have any qualms about doing this? And we're all kind of curious, and we said no. I brought Ingrid.
Yeah, there were two women who were guest artists, singers, that turned out to be a good thing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And the drummer brought his girlfriend. And
so both of us being singers, the drummer's girlfriend and me.
Yeah. And, I didn't realize at the time, I don't think anybody did, but it was kind of a momentous thing in Toronto motorcycle gang history, was that the Paradise Riders, officially patched over to the Hells Angels, who at the time were based in Quebec. And Dave, you're right, like Ontario was kind of it was competitive. It was kind of a free-for-all at the time, because you had clubs like the Paradise Riders and the Banditos, and, Satan's Choice, and again, you couldn't predict it at the time, but things sort of consolidated after that. I don't know. Jerry may have some personal memories of this as well, that you might want to share with the audience.
Invested family, but yeah.
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 But it was a very strange thing. We expected to play a motorcycle club Christmas party. We expected the atmosphere to be edgy, but I don't think
we didn't expect what it was, which was really, really eye-opening.
Like a real hardcore biker party.
Well, it was a Christmas party, so
yes.
So it was a big catered turkey dinner thing. So they must have had a million turkeys. I don't know, but all the women were sitting on one side of the room, and it was all the tables had white tablecloths and the whole thing, and all the women on one side of the room, all the men on the other side of the room, and quite a big section in between of nothing. Wow. And but one guy was sitting with the women, having his dinner with them, so we figured that he was he had been a bad boy, so he had to sit with the women. Anyway, it was not something I had ever encountered anything like that before.
Culture shock.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, and all the women, and it was all ages, shapes, and sizes, all had identical boobs. They got a group discount or something. They were identical, and it was unbelievable. Quite the thing. And I was scared to go to the bathroom. I was afraid of the women more than because they were
I can imagine what that scene was
and what there's me, and what am I doing there? They had no idea I was with the band or anything. God,
well, because we're going to do this in audio form, we have to explain that John is sitting in silence with a smile. He can confirm the observations.
Well, I don't. It was fortunately the two of us had our girlfriends there, and that both
Being
women-
the drummer and John.
Yeah, and both women were singers because this was a mostly original blues funk band, and none of our own material went over
Not at all.
And
Lead balloon.
it
George
was
Thorogood, AC/DC, Aerosmith.
Play
Yeah.
Born to
Play
Be
Freebird.
Wild.
yeah,
Play
exactly. That's
Freebird.
what they
Yeah.
wanted to hear.
Yeah.
And I remember the other guitar player afterwards for years would say, "Well, I recall playing Born to Be Wild a number of times."
Like I brought like more than 10. We just gave up and did that over and over and over again. And it was the only time
we had to play rock songs that we literally pulled out of our and fortunately we had the women with us because they could do stuff like Stevie Nicks, which
they like that too.
they like that too. But yeah, I mean, these were like hardcore metal
I
guys.
can imagine you guys up on stage go, "What are the choruses?" "I don't know. Just play.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep playing."
Yeah.
Record the truth. Do it.
That's it.
What key are we in? E. Go.
Go.
That was really
Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Now, man, I want to stick around for the wet t-shirt contest.
Oh yeah, and our drummer, of course you can. I don't know, but I told you this already, Jerry, that we had a black drummer, and he went in by himself to set up. We didn't even think that maybe we should all go together and but oh my God, he was terrified. By the time the rest of us arrived, he was like completely oh my God. So we every break we would surround him and go up to the Silver Dollar and sit up there and have drinks, and then we'd surround him and bring him back down to the comfort zone.
Jesus.
But that was and his girlfriend had once gone out with one of the bikers that was there. So he came up to talk to her, and she was just terrified that he would find out that our drummer was her boyfriend. So yeah, we had to be pretty careful.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But the best thing to do was just keep hitting that Born to Be Wild. We'd end it and then start it again.
Play it again.
And it worked. I mean, the people were on the dance floor.
There you go.
That was the
Well
only one.
Well done.
And now
That's
24 years later, it was a notorious nightclub next to a notorious hotel, and now it's a high-end condo.
Yeah.
And no one remembers any of this stuff.
No. Well,
Yeah,
and
We
that's
remember.
why
Yeah.
I bought that off a photographer outside the St. Lawrence Market. It was one of his original prints.
Fantastic.
And it's part of my collection. I love
Oh,
it.
and the murals in the Silver Dollar, they were so beautiful. It was just such a great
An
place.
amazing club.
That album you discovered when you were 17, you know the one. You still crank it up in the car at the gym and it still hits hard. Why? Because music is a biological time machine. Those songs didn't soundtrack your youth, they built it. And Soul Lyric can help you map that journey. Find out what those songs and lyrics actually say about you at soullyric.com and on Instagram at Soul Lyric App. That's SOULYRICAPP on Instagram. And I know you're a music fan. I know you're going to love it.
I'm John.
I'm Ingrid, and
we
were there, man.
And I was there, man.
I was there.
And I was there.
I was there, man.
But baby, I was there, man.